Boom. Hello, everybody. It's Why We Love Horror Trivia. I was excited about this match. Now I'm even more excited about this match because so much shenanigans went on 5 minutes before we went on the air. I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. Aaron, how you feeling?
I'm very excited to be here for this match. We've got some really good singles matches at this point. The singles league is stacked top to bottom, honestly. No matter where these guys fall in the rankings, no matter how many losses they do or don't have, these are two of the best trivia players in the game, regardless of what they're going to say when they come on screen. I'd say they're good guys, which I didn't use last time I wore this hat.
This is a match that one of the competitors specifically did not want, and he did not want it so much that it brought the match into existence. And I'm going to bring him in first. A man who has no losses. Don't tell him he's lost a match. He will make high-pitched noises if you do. Jake Meltzer, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going good. It's just, when you are working pretty much like 50 hours a week, and then, you're about to go on vacation and propose to your girlfriend. I can't really show up for that match to lose. So, but anyway, I was like, I was a little bit annoyed when this match was set up, more for the timing of it than anything else. But it's really because I have so much respect for Jeremy as a competitor. Like, I am fully expecting to get my head caved in today. I know that seems like false modesty from somebody who holds one of the titles in this league, but as we know, the other person on my team is the singles champ, so it's clear I'm the second best player on the team. I'm not expecting to do very well today because Jeremy has some categories that frankly scare me, for lack of a better word. And he's also just an incredible player. So I have low expectations. We'll see if I play more loose that way, and it helps me.
This modesty battle is about to continue because I'm bringing in another modest gentleman, the Adam, Jeremy Adams. Can you do better than that, Jeremy?
All I can say is I know Jake thinks that, he isn't going to play well tonight, but to play well, you need to have studied, and I've kind of not really done that because I also been very busy. So, I think it's definitely a battle of both two guys who think they're going to lose pretty badly. If Jake doesn't knock me out, I'll be real happy tonight.
Damn. All right. Well, let's get down. I'm actually excited.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
The maneuvering pre-match is impressive. I'm excited. It's like layers of. It's like an onion of excuses. I love it. But we're going to get started with the speed round. Prior to the match, both these guys drafted 4 categories. I wrote 8 one-point questions, and the order those were drafted. We're going to ask them semi-rapid fire. I'll ask a question, 10 seconds will pass. Aaron will ask a question, and we'll go back and forth until we've asked 8 questions. And the round ends 10 seconds after that final question is asked. However, both guys get 3 repeats in a challenge. So you can use a repeat, and that will suspend it being a speed round. I'll repeat as many questions as you'd like, and then you'll have 20 seconds to finish up your board. But it will cost you that repeat. Get all 8 questions right, there's a 9th bonus question. Any questions before we get started? No. Your first question comes in a little franchise called A Nightmare on Elm Street. And what is the name of Kincaid's dog as seen in A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master?
When we're recording this, it's Chico's birthday. That's my dog.
Happy birthday, Chico.
Yep, 8 years old. Good boy. All right, question 2. In composers, who composed the score for Blade 2? The best Blade.
I gotta rewatch the Blade movies. Like they're all a blur in my head.
Second one's
moving on to pre-code horror. Who directed the first known horror anthology, Destiny, in 1921?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Not much to say about. I don't want to give away spoilers for Destiny, everybody's favorite first anthology movie.
Not bad.
Right. Question number 4 in Stevie King. Who directed the first Stephen King adaptation?
That's a tricky question.
I wrote that.
Gotta know what the first one is, and then you gotta know who directed it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Going on to Dario Argento. How does Carlo die in Deep Red? Carlo.
I'll say something once the answers are read about this question. Deep Red. Question 6. The Exorcist. Who plays Father Lancaster Marin in Dominion, prequel to The Exorcist? I haven't seen this movie. Heard horrible things.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen it, but I don't know. I'll probably have to rewatch it sometime. M. Night Shyamalan. What subject does Elliot's friend Julian teach in The Happening?
I'm not going to go easy and ask what subject Elliot teaches because we all know that. We need to know what his friend teaches.
What? No.
Your final question.
No hints from me. And Jack Nicholson, who plays Alexandra Medford in The Witches of Eastwick? Have not seen.
And your chance to use a repeat will expire in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are down. We're going to go to Jeremy first. Jeremy, what are your answers?
See if I can put it on the screen. Rex, Marco Beltrami, Todd Browning, Brian De Palma, Stabbed, Stellan Skarsgård, English, and Susan Sarandon.
And Jake.
I said Jason, Graham Revell, Todd Browning, Brian De Palma, Strangled, Stellan Skarsgård, Math, and Cher.
I am going to, okay, at the end of round 1, I have Jake in the lead, 5-3. The answers, Kincaid's dog is Jason, a nod to Friday the 13th. Marco Beltrami composed the score to Blade 2. Fritz Lang directed Der Tuda Mode or Destiny. Brian De Palma directed Carrie. Carlo dies by being dragged by a garbage truck.
The greatest death in Dario Argento's film history.
Oh,
Go
wow.
rewatch that death after this if you have not seen it in a while.
Stellan Skarsgård plays Father Marin in Dominion. Julian teaches mathematics, and Cher plays Alexandra Medford in The Witches of Eastwick. So we'll move on to round number 2, that being the wheel round. All 8 of those categories are now on a wheel. The player in the lead gets to decide the order of the round, so they'll either go first or defer. Whoever goes, they spin the wheel. They get a category. If they like it, cool, we'll ask them questions. If they don't like it, they can respin, and they'll still get a category. I'll ask them 5 questions. Worth 2 points apiece. However, if they don't know the answer right away, they can check down to multiple choice. Question then becomes worth 1 point. You got 15 seconds to answer it. There's 2 repeats of the options available. And look out, because if you get it wrong, your opponent can steal the points. Bring in that wheel. Let's see here. Where is it? Categories in the wheel today, Jake. Nightmare on Elm Street, composers, pre-code horror, Stephen King, Dario Argento, The Exorcist, M. Night Shyamalan, and Jack Nicholson. Do you want to spin first or defer?
I'll go second.
All right. Jeremy, here's your first spin. You get Stephen King. If you are talking, I can't hear you.
He'll
Yes,
take it.
he'll take it.
I'll take it.
I heard. I figured he would take it. So I
did.
definitely just couldn't hear him then. So all right, Aaron's going to read you these questions. And Stephen King.
Yep.
Here's your first question.
First question, Stephen King. Who plays John Dalton, the leader of Dan's AA group in Dr. Sleep? Can't hear you, Jerome. I can't, but I'm going to let you answer but once I can hear you. No, it's...
You might have to talk directly into your...
Yeah.
Now,
Sounds like...
me now?
Okay,
Can you hear me
go
now?
ahead.
Yeah, you're good now. Yeah.
I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5,
All right, I'm
4,
going to go with Cliff Curtis.
2. All right, that is incorrect. Over to Jake for the 2-point steal. Who plays John Dalton, the leader of Dan's AA group in Dr. Sleep?
Well, shoot, I was going to say Cliff Curtis. So,
Answer in 5, 4, 3.
No idea. Dylan Baker.
That is also incorrect. It is Mike Flanagan regular Bruce Greenwood.
Great. It was either Bruce Greenwood or Cliff Curtis. I can remember.
Cliff Curtis is in the group with him, but he's John's the leader.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Question number 2, and just test real quick. You're good, Jeremy.
You hear me? Hello.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good. All right. Question 2. In 1922, how does Henry of the Sweetheart Bandits die? Semi-specific answer.
Multiple choice on that.
All right, almost didn't answer finish. All right. A, stabbed. B, burned alive. C, shoots himself. D, hangs himself.
I'm gonna go with B, burned alive.
That is incorrect. Over to Jake for the 1-point steal. A, stabbed. B, burned alive. C, shoots himself. D, hangs himself.
Trying to remember which character that is.
Answer in 5.
Hangs himself.
That is also incorrect. He shoots himself in the bed next to her after she gets shot during a bank robbery. All right. Question number 3. How many directors have directed multiple Stephen King horror adaptations? I'm going to give you 10 extra seconds here because there's a lot of movies. Answer a multiple choice in 5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
2. All right. Your first repeat here. How many directors have directed multiple Stephen King adaptations? Again, I'll give you a few extra seconds here. I'm
going to go multiple.
All right. Your multiple choice options are 4 numbers: A3, B4, C5, D6.
B4.
B4 is correct, with those being George Romero, Frank Darabont, Andy Muschietti, and Mike Flanagan.
Your fourth question.
Fourth question in the category. In Misery, what animal is the doorstop shaped as that Paul kills Annie with?
Elephant.
Elephant is incorrect. Over to Jake for the 2-point steal. In Misery, what animal is the doorstop shaped as that Paul kills Annie with?
I'm trying to remember what animal.
That is the question.
I'll just say cat.
Cat is incorrect. The answer was pig.
It was either pig or elephant, yeah.
All right.
Final question.
Final question in the category. Who plays Lieutenant Owen Underhill in Dreamcatcher?
Multiple choice. Boy, this is bad.
Options are A, Morgan Freeman, B, Damian Lewis, C, Tom Sizemore, D, Timothy Hutton.
C, Tom Sizemore.
That is correct for 1 point. Bringing this 5-4.
It's 5-5. You tied it up.
Oh, 5-5. I can't math.
We're going to bring the wheel back in, and we'll spin that wheel for Jake. And you get The Exorcist. Do you want that, or you let this spin again?
I will spin again, please.
And you get Dario Argento.
Come on.
All right, let's see how hard these questions are. Oh, boy.
I don't know.
All right. Dario Argento. Jake, you ready?
Woo.
Sure.
All right. The final scene of opera takes place in what country?
Oh, God. I'm between 2. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to say Switzerland.
That is correct.
Wow.
For 2 points. And that is the question that I wrote. So there you go. Ha. Take that, everybody.
The rest are much more fun.
Your second question. In 4 Flies on Gray Velvet, what family member does Roberto bear a resemblance to, causing Nina to want to murder him?
Her father. Or no, her stepfather.
That's correct.
I'm going. I think he definitely corrected himself
You-
before we said
Yeah,
anything.
that's fine. I'm not going to challenge that.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I tried to keep because those were
Yeah.
two of the options in multiple
Yeah,
choice.
yeah.
Yeah, we had both options, but yeah, it is stepfather. That is correct.
Yeah.
Okay, your third question. At what location is Cristiano Berti strangled in Tenebrae? In Tenebrae.
I mean, wait.
Five, 4.
His house?
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal. At what location is Cristiano Berti strangled in Tenebrae?
I'll just say theater.
Also incorrect. He's in his car.
He's in
his
the
car.
back seat of his car.
Yeah, he's in his car.
Wait.
So when he gets in, you're thinking of a different character, but yeah, it was in his car.
Okay, that's fine.
Your next question. How many pre-1988 Dario Argento movies did Ennio Morricone score?
I think it's just 3. 3.
That is correct. We apologize for the misspelling of Ennio's last name.
Sorry.
Your final question.
I wrote these questions.
Your final question. How does Nina die in 4 Flies on Grey Velvet?
I guess the technical term would be car accident. She crashes very spectacularly into the back of another truck and in slow motion. So
That is, you've given way too much detail for a correct answer. We just have car crash.
Yeah.
It was a car explosion leading to the credits.
Yeah.
yes.
All right.
That happens to be the last one I watched. So
we still have a game. It is 13-5 as we go on to the last round here, which is the synopsis round. Prior to the match, both sides chose 3 major categories to have movie synopses in. Starting with the side that's trailing, a category is chosen from the pool. Removing it for the remainder of the round, I'll read a 2-point synopsis from that category. You have 15 seconds to identify the movie I'm describing, and play continues, going through 2, 3, and 5-point questions. As the lead changes hands, control changes hands. And the play will end if I've read 6 of these or one side's mathematically unable to catch up. So, Jeremy, you are trailing, and these are the categories you can choose from for a 2-point category. 2-point synopsis, rather. 1980s, 1990s, 2010s, European horror, psychological thrillers, vampires and werewolves. What would you like for a 2-pointer?
Let's do psychological thrillers.
We're going over to psychological thrillers, and I'll be reading this. Here's your first.
Thrillers.
Here's your 2-pointer. A newcomer to a Catholic high school falls in with a trio of outcast girls who practice witchcraft, and they all soon conjure up spells and curses against those who anger them. Name that movie.
The Craft.
Yeah, I just realized the word craft is in the synopsis.
There you go.
For me. Yeah.
Throw off the scent.
Yeah.
Hey, at least it's witchcraft and not just craft.
That's like one of my pet peeves, you know. Let's see.
Okay.
So it's
Let it
psychological thrillers coming off the board. You can choose your 3-pointer from these categories: the 80s, the 90s, the 2010s, European horror, and vampires and werewolves. What would you like for 3?
Let's do the 90s.
Go into the 90s.
I wonder what he's going to go for 5.
After outrunning a typhoon, a tugboat navigator and her crew discover a high-tech alien that's taking control of a Russian research vessel and aims to cause massive destruction. Name that movie.
High-tech alien.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll take repeat on that.
That's a repeat. 1 left. After outrunning a typhoon, a tugboat navigator and her crew discover a high-tech alien that's taking control of a Russian research vessel and aims to cause massive destruction. Name that movie.
Man, I got nothing on this. It's probably something obvious.
4, 3, 2.
Yeah, I don't know. I had nothing.
And your winner, Jake Meltzer. That's the Jamie Lee Curtis movie Virus.
That's what that's about. Okay.
Yeah. Her and Donald Sutherland versus a high-tech alien. We'll drop Jake back briefly. Talk to Jeremy. So this was basically just getting the higher ranked people together to see who the next contender is going to be. But you're always in the mix, so I'm not too worried about you. How you feel? I
kind of went the way that I thought it would. I mean, at least it was a TKO, not a KO. I'll take it. But yeah, hopefully, next time we'll have a little more time to focus and do a better showing than I did today. But I'm really excited for Jake. He's got his 3 wins now, and love the guy, and he's just one of the best guys to play against. So I'm excited to see where he goes next, and I'm glad he finally entered this thing because the league was missing him.
Yeah. We're definitely always happy to have you as well, Jeremy, and we'll see you soon. I'm sure there'll be a teams match brewing in your future, so get your rest. I know you got a lot of stuff. Busy weeks coming up.
Yeah.
Get back to the books. We'll see you soon. All right. We'll bring in Jake, the undefeated Jake Meltzer. He never lost.
Yes. Never lost. Correct.
We are in a title picture type thing, so you're moving up the ranks. There's definitely some people in your future. Any of those people you're looking to play besides Abby?
I don't know. I mean, I think I can kind of guess a few of the people who would be in my way. Someone new, like somebody I haven't played in anything, like general trivia or otherwise.
I know who that's going to be.
I know exactly.
That would be
a great match.
I honestly don't, but I honestly don't know who that is. I can't really think right now.
We got the person for you.
We got the guy for you. I know exactly.
Can you say it on air, or are you?
Yeah, I think you've never played Shannon Briggs in anything. I imagine.
No, you are going to be taking on the grave.
No, I haven't. I was going to. Okay, I was going to, and then life got in the way. I'm as scared now as I was then at the prospect, because he watches a lot. I've seen his Letterboxd. He watches way more movies than I do, so I'm pretty scared of that. And he seems like horror in particular is like really what his strength is of everything. So I feel like my charmed run. I know I was like being self-deprecating before this match. I really do think my charmed run is going to end it with him. Unless I get lucky like I did today and get the one category I felt pretty good in round 2. So we'll see, but should be fun regardless. Hopefully I get to wait a little bit for that.
Definitely. All right. Well, Jake, it's always a pleasure having you, and we'll let you also rest and get back to your life and get some sleep and do some studying, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey. It wasn't so painful after all. That was very nice. No one cried, no one yelled. It was good. I'm happy with it. How do you feel, Aaron?
Yeah, no, it was a good match. Just a difference in, the strength, preparedness there. I think, Jake did say this was the one category. It is nice when you get the 1 out of 7 chance there and you got it. So it's better to be lucky than good, as Stuart Scott said. And Jeremy, he will be back. I mean, there's so many great players in this match, regardless, or in this league, as I've said, top to bottom. So, I mean, when you're one of the top players, no more of saying you don't belong there, because if you win 3 straight or more here, you do belong here. And we've always known Jake does. And Jerome, he'll be back as well. I think that, sometimes people say they haven't prepared, and they have. And, this time I just think was a example of just hitting certain spots with Stephen King that are a little bit of a blind spot. There's a lot of movies there. If you're not refreshing yourself on your strengths, we all know what can happen. So I know specifically, I guess I should say. But, yeah, this was a good match. And, Jake, keep heading for that collision course with Abby, because there's just a lot of good matches ahead. But Jake versus Shannon is going to be an absolute banger, and it's going to be a great match.
That being said, if you made this part of the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why I Live Hard. Go to the old Letterboxd challenge. Everybody should be doing that. That's so much fun.
Only 4 weeks in right now. Come on.
Yeah. Even if you watch this 5 months from now, join it anyway. And do last year's. Just catch up. Watch movies.
Yes.
Schedule's always the same here. Sunday, Why We Love Horror TV. Mondays versus Thursday, Why We Love Horror. Friday, Why We Love Horror Trivia. And we do other little things, other little events, and maybe more programming coming soon. Who knows? Whatever. This has been Why We Love Horror Trivia. We'll see you next time.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!